ما أريد من هذا الشعب إلا أن يزيد في الحمد والشكر إلى الله عز وجل، ويزيد من محبة الوطن، ويزيد من العمل ومضاعفة العمل لما يسعى فيه من خير له وللدولة والأهل. هذا اللي أنا أدوره من الشعب، وربنا إن شاء الله يوفقنا جميعا على ما يحب ويرضى.
From Dubai, and exactly from Badri Management Consultancy, we are honored to host Mr. Ali Asghar Bhoriwala, the Executive Director, and Mr. Hatim Maskawala, the Managing Director. Badri has always been a leader in actuarial consulting, servicing clientele across multiple geographic locations. To know more, dear audience, stay tuned.
تقرب منازلها إلا محب زايد أسسها واليوث وراها.
So we are very thankful to the leadership of the UAE in allowing us to operate, to set up the company over here and to grow.
I have all my thanks for the UAE rulers and government. When I came to Dubai 15 years ago from now, I had literally nothing with me.
Welcome, dear audience, to your favorite program, Peers of Union, which shed light and focus on the remarkable journeys of the inspiring individuals here inside the UAE. And today from Dubai, we are shedding the light on a new successful story with Mr. Hatim Maskawala, the Managing Director of Badri Management Consultancy. Hello sir, how are you?
Good, Alhamdulillah. Thanks a lot for having me here. It's been a pleasure working in the UAE and setting up our company over here and growing it over time.
So sir, today we'll discuss with you in many fields. But first of all, can you tell us about yourself, about your background, to introduce you to all the audience?
I'm a qualified actuary. Not a lot of people know about actuarial sciences. Yes. This is a field that that specializes in statistics and financial projections. Yes. A lot of work that we do is required for day-to-day working of everyone. Yes. Like in case of insurance companies, we are the ones calculating the premiums. So when you go to buy a motor insurance policy, how much will you be charged depending on your characteristics like age, gender, the type of vehicle you're driving, the type of driver you are, that is determined by us. So there are very few people in this particular field, and it's a very unique field which is not very commonly known across the board. But it is required for every insurance company to have an actuary on board who will do these calculations for them and who will also certify their financial statements when it goes out. So I've qualified as an actuary from the UK. Yes. And I'm also a qualified chartered accountant by education.
And now, what challenges have you faced during this grateful journey, and how did you overcome them?
So the challenges, we started this company around 10 years back. We are celebrating our 10th year this year. The initial challenges were getting known in the market. So getting that first client is always difficult. Completing the first project is always difficult. But one thing I've learned, with persistence, we've overcome these challenges.
Yes.
Continuously, when we are following up with people, when we are meeting people, when we are trying to create our name, initially it was difficult. But once we got the projects and once we delivered the project successfully, in a lot of cases, we have actually gone beyond the scope that we had to make sure that the client is happy with the outputs. So once you complete one work for someone, and by referral, automatically our name has gone out. Initially, when we started, we were targeting only the mid-sized companies.
Yes.
But alhamdulillah, now we are the largest actuarial firm in the GCC, and we are working with most of the largest insurance companies in UAE and in other GCC countries as well.
So, who have been your biggest supporters, your biggest mentors throughout your career journey?
So there have been a lot of people who have actually supported us. Initially, we got a lot of support from our friends and other business contacts. When we were a new company, people wanted to see us succeed. So whenever we have asked for help from other people, they've all supported us. And in the clients that we got initially, they have been our biggest supporters as well in spreading our name across the other countries, other companies as well.
So, sir, as you know, every successful venture starts with a strong foundation, start with a clear vision. How was Badri Consultancy founded, and what vision led to its establishment?
So when we started, there were a very few actuarial firms in the region who were providing services over here.
Yes.
And one of the problems that most of the companies were facing were the quality of the outputs that they were getting. The reports were not very useful.
Yes.
The deliverables were not timely. And we actually wanted to, and a lot of people said that there's a need for another firm to come in. When we started, we've been able to create, we have been able to fill up that gap, and with the services and the quality of the outputs and the support that we provide to our customers, we have been able to fulfill that need.
Sir, what differentiates your company from competitors in this field, in the region? What makes your company special?
So one of our values is partnerships, and when we work with companies, we work like as if we are their partners.
Yes.
So we are not limited by any scope, or we are not limited by okay, this is only what we have to deliver, that a lot of other consultants face. Secondly, when we try to give advice, we try to make sure that that advice is something that companies can implement, and we work with them in that implementation. Many times companies had used larger brand names or larger consultants in order to get services, but ended up with only a report and not knowing how to implement it. So we have actually worked with our clients in making sure that we are able to implement the advice that we give them, and we work with them to optimize their niche characteristics. So whatever their strengths are, we work to optimize their strengths.
And what are the key achievements, what are the key accomplishments you are most proud of at your company? Can you share, sir, now some of the projects you have worked on?
I guess the key achievements would be getting the Middle East Strategic Partner for the Industry Award for continuously for 5 years. This is an award which is held by an organization which is one of the largest awards in the insurance industry, Middle East Insurance Awards. And the category that we win in is not an actuarial category. It is a strategic partner to the industry. The firms that we have been up against are the larger names, the Big Four and other firms which have been there. And we have continuously won this award for the past 5 years, which is a big testament to the support that we give to the industry, and also the recognition that they are giving us back. We are doing a lot of work. I'm also on the board of the Emirates Insurance Federation, and we are doing a lot of work for the insurance industry over here in terms of regular reports, in terms of outputs that we provide. And these awards are then a recognition of the fact that the industry is appreciating what we are doing as well for them.
Sir, and do you believe modern technology will impact in this industry?
Modern technology is already impacting this industry. With the advent of AI. Now, a lot of people talk about AI sort of replacing jobs. It's not like that. Initially, when we started, actuaries were doing calculation using tables. Then calculators came in, then Excel came in. So for us, technology has always helped improve our work. So it's not that AI is going to replace the jobs, but it's the person with the AI who's going to replace those who are not using AI. So yes, in our company also we have started utilizing technology in terms of how we do, like the example that I gave of pricing. When we do pricing for motor insurance or for medical insurance, we are using more sophisticated technologies in coming up with rates which are we are able to give a very specific rate to each individual.
Sir, after all these achievements, after all these accomplishments, what are new? What are the future plans? Are you planning to enter into a new market? Is the company of yours will shape this industry?
So currently we are working across the region, which includes from Egypt to Saudi, Oman, Kuwait, Qatar, Pakistan, India, across the GCC and India, Pakistan as well. We plan on expanding to other countries as well, like the US, UK and other areas also.
And how has the UAE environment, the UAE government supported to this growth?
UAE government has been very supportive. The culture here or the ecosystem here is very supportive of startups. We set up in Silicon Oasis. The Silicon Oasis Authority has been very supportive. We have not faced any issues. We have not faced any problems. They've always been supportive of our growth plans. When we wanted to set up companies outside as well, they supported in that process in making sure that we are able to hire people in operate offices over here. So it has been a very smooth journey, and the customer services is also very good. Whenever we have any questions, whenever we have any problems, they are there to support immediately.
Sir, and how can small and medium enterprises benefit from your services?
Like I said, the work that we do directly or indirectly impacts the companies. And other area that we work in is end of service valuations. So every company who has end of service benefits for the employees, they need to get an actuarial valuation done. So that is an area that we work on for companies as well, both small, medium and even the larger companies.
What is your own concept of success? A successful person, of course, you have your own concept, you have your own definition of success.
My definition of success is someone who's content with where he is. You might be very rich, you might not be very rich, you might have a lot of things or not have a lot of things, but if you're satisfied with your life, that is success.
And now, what's your advice for the entrepreneurs, for the new generation are looking to build a career in this field?
My advice would be that you need to take the risk. You need to be focused on what you want. I always think about a quotation which I heard, when the why is big enough, the how always takes care of itself. So once you are determined, when you are persistent in your vision, in what you want to achieve, there will be hurdles, there will be setbacks, but if you continue towards that goal, inshallah you will achieve it.
And now what's your final message to the UAE rulers and government through our camera?
So we are very thankful to the leadership of the UAE in allowing us to operate, to set up the company over here and to grow. In addition, we've always looked at the vision and how UAE has grown over time, and also what Sheikh Mohammed always said, like if you're not on social media, you're not existing. That has actually, we have followed that advice and that has helped us a lot. We were the startup at one point in time, now we are the market leaders in our field. So all of this has been possible with the support that we have gotten from the UAE leadership, and hopefully it will allow us to grow further as well.
Thank you for you too, sir, for this episode, for all the informations.
Thank you for your time and thank you for inviting me here.
And now with Mr. Ali Asghar Bhuriwala, the Executive Director and Co-founder of Badri Management Consultancy. Hello, sir.
Hello, Assalamu alaikum.
How are you?
Alhamdulillah.
Sir, at first, can you tell us about yourself, your background, and the significant milestone you achieved to present you to everyone?
I am an actuary by profession and I have been working in the UAE for the last 15 years. My experience at the start of my career was with a management consultancy firm in Pakistan, and that gave me varied experience of working in different markets across the Middle East and Pakistan and Africa, which set me up for my continuing role in the Middle East. I have worked in the insurance field for the last 15 years, mainly as direct insurers with direct insurers or as consultancy.
And now, what challenges have you faced during this journey?
The challenges to start off any business is basically to get that initial recognition in the market.
Yes.
This is a very niche profession that we are working in.
Yes.
And although there are not a lot of competitors, but for someone to accept us when we were starting new was the biggest challenge. We knocked a lot of doors, we met a lot of people, and alhamdulillah, eventually we got that name built for us in the market. But it is based on a lot of perseverance, a lot of hard work and support from industry peers.
Sir, who have been your biggest supporters, your biggest mentors throughout your career journey, and the people who stand beside you to achieve the challenges we have been talked about now?
There are a lot of people. To name all of them would not be possible, but there are a few names that I would definitely like to take.
Yes.
At the start of my actuarial career in Pakistan, the two biggest mentors for me were people named Mr. Umar Murshid and Mr. Abdul Rahim. They were the ones who were guiding me at the start of my career. And when I moved to the UAE, then Mr. Ajmal Bhatti had a very significant impact on my career and the way it was shaped. So these three people I would definitely like to name as my mentors who have been there to support me throughout the journey. Apart from that, a lot of support has come from industry peers and friends who have helped us when we were starting off by providing references, so that you could go out, meet the contacts and try to build our brand in the market. So yes, it has been a help of a lot of people that has brought us to where we are today.
Sir, let us now shed the light more on Badri Consultancy. What is the core mission? What is the core vision of the company?
Badri Consultancy is primarily an actuarial consultancy, but over the recent period, we have also tried to diversify into other areas of practice such as financial consulting, human resource consulting, and broader strategic consulting. However, actuarial still remains the core area of practice for us, and that is where we, like most of the people that we employ, work on the actuarial side. The Central Bank of UAE requires a lot of actuarial work for different functions in the insurance company. There are a lot of reporting requirements that the CB UAE has, for which actuaries are needed. So that is the main area of practice that we have.
Sir, and what was the biggest challenges you faced while launching this company, and how did you address them?
The good thing about being in the UAE is that setting up a company was very, very easy. We have set up companies in other countries after starting from the UAE, like in Saudi Arabia, even in Pakistan, back home from where I am. But the setup in each of those places was much difficult as compared to the UAE. Company setup obviously is one thing, but to launch the company in terms of going out, getting that brand recognition, getting yourself known in the market, that was the biggest challenge. But as I mentioned earlier also, that if you keep knocking the doors, eventually people will open it. So we made sure that we were always there, talking to people, meeting people regularly, and alhamdulillah, over time people got that confidence in us that okay, these guys are here and let's try them out. And once we delivered the first set of work for them, then that confidence grew because they saw the quality in our work, and that helped to create that relationship with them.
Great bond between you and your clients.
Alhamdulillah, we have started 10 years ago, and some of the initial clients that we had worked with are still with us. So we have been working with them for since 10 years ago. Yes.
Sir, as the executive director, what are the main responsibilities for you?
I'm the executive director of the company. So one of the roles that I have being an actuary is to look at the technical side of the work, which means looking at the actuarial work, signing off on the reports, providing my review on stuff. But at the same time, a lot of administrative tasks of the company, steering the direction of the company, looking for new business opportunities, looking for new markets to expand into. That is also a key part of my job description.
And how do you enhance technology into your services? What role does technology play in your services?
In this world, without technology, we are nothing. We have seen big brands like Nokia and Kodak fall apart because they were not willing to innovate and accept the new technology. But for us, we make sure that we are up to date with the most cutting edge technology. We use a lot of data analytics and the latest tools in our work. We make sure that all our people are upskilled using those tools so that we can provide the best of service to the clients.
Where do you see your company in the next 5 to 10 years? Are you planning to make any new plans in the horizon?
We have a couple of plans. We have like plans for expansion geographically, like going into new markets on the Africa side. We have recently set up a rep office in Egypt, but maybe going further into East and West Africa. That is a plan for geographical expansion. At the same time, we may also expand into other service areas. We've already branched out from actuarial into other areas which I mentioned before, but maybe go into other industries. Like banking is one very natural tie-up with the financial services sector. So maybe that is also a plan for the future.
A successful person and more than 10 years you have experience in this field. Of course, you have your own concept of success. How can you define success for us today after 10 years of experience, after 10 years of hard work?
A lot of people have different definitions of success, but for me, success is if I get peace of mind and happiness in what I do and make a living for my family. That for me is the biggest definition of success. I've seen people make a lot of money, but they don't have time to enjoy that. So I feel there should be a balance between work and life. And if you can strike the right balance, then I think that is the ultimate definition of success.
Sir, and now most of people are watching us are from the new generation. What's your message today for the entrepreneurs, for the new generation are looking to enter this field, to build a career in this field?
For success in any field, the first thing that you need is hard work. There is no substitute for hard work. I always say that there are two ways to do something, the long way and the wrong way. Hard work is always a prerequisite. The other thing that you need is passion. If you don't have the passion to do anything, then it will always fall apart. You cannot force someone to do something for a continued, sustained period of time. But if you have the passion to do something, it will always come through. So for me, the two key drivers, hard work and passion.
And finally, what's your message to the UAE rulers and governments?
I have all my thanks for the UAE rulers and government. When I came to Dubai 15 years ago from now, I had literally nothing with me. Today, Alhamdulillah, we have a business setup for 10 years. We are hiring more than 200 people across different countries. When I was growing up, people always said that America is the land of opportunity. I've been to America, I visited there, but I've never stayed there, so I can't comment on that. But for me, UAE is the real land of opportunity. The ease of doing business here, the harmony of people living here together. I meet people of probably 50, 60 different nationalities in a month or 2 months' time. For all those people to live together in harmony, to have this space where they can all coexist, that is the best part about UAE. So thank you to the rulers, thank you to the UAE government, and it is really great to be here, and I look forward to continuing living in the UAE, inshallah.
So from all nationalities, we are grateful to be on this land, of course. Thank you, sir, for all these informations and best of luck in the future plans.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Dear audience, we reach the end of our episode. Watch us next week and goodbye.